guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Candy and this is Sweet Creek Thrift, and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Ebay primarily. And I have a what sold video for you guys today. This will be the first half of my September sales, which is about just over 20 items. And so it's just going to be a quick one. Hopefully I'm going to divide it into two again this month, just because my what solds do tend to run a little bit long if I wait till the end of the month. So I thought I'm gonna jump on here and share with you guys what sold. So I'm gonna just jump right into it, and if you're interested, just follow along. I'm gonna share with you everything that sold, where I purchased it from, or how I obtained the item, how much I paid, if I paid for it, how much it sold for, that sort of thing, and how long it took to sell. So the first item is this Leg Avenue women's medium-sized pirate costume, and it was really pretty. It was very, very good quality, which was really nice. It did have some, it needed some washing, and I did wash it very gently. I got a lot of stains out of the sleeves. They had some staining going on, and it has this zipper along the back. I think there was just a couple little flaws, but overall, it was just a really cute costume, great for the upcoming season. And I did hold on to this until I posted it, because I wanted to post it right before that season hit. And so this is an item I picked up at the Goodwill bins last December, in December of 27th, and I paid an average of $1 per item that day, so I had $1 invested, and I posted it August 21st to Poshmark and Ebay this year. So I waited 8 months to even post it, which I probably could have posted it a long time ago. I'm sure there was things people need costumes for, plays and stuff, but honestly, I just decided to hold off my seasonal items and just try to start listing them as the season comes up. I just think that works for me and my business. And so I did post it August 21st. It sold on September 1st for September 1st. So that only took it a week and a half or so to sell. I did get a lot of viewers, which was pretty cool. So this sold for $35, and that gave me a profit of $27.54 after the sales fee, even though I only had $1 invested. The next item is this Tommy Hilfiger women's size small white linen shirt, button down, short sleeve. I put breezy and logo, and it was just a really nice casual open woven knit, kind of like a woven shirt, linen. It's linen, so very nice. It did have the little extra button right here in the little plastic bag. So this actually came out of my daughter's closet. She had to get it for a competition. She was in nationals, and so she had it for that. I think she wore it literally one time while she did a presentation for 10 minutes. So, but she had to buy it for that reason. So she had it. She's never worn it since. So anyways, I did sell that. It was $0 out of pocket for me. I posted it to Poshmark and Ebay on August 9th, and it sold on eBay on September 1st for $25, and that gave us a profit of $20.58. The next item is this Old Navy Girls Dinosaur Play t-shirt dress, long sleeve, size 5T. And I did get this one also, I believe, out of the bins, and I'm pretty sure. And it was just really cute. I think dinosaur themed is very popular, and girls and boys. It had a little staining on the sleeves, which maybe somebody knows how to get it out, but it didn't come out for me. So that I got, yes, from the bins, also from the end of December last year. So my cost was $1 per item. I posted it on March 11th to Poshmark and Ebay and Citizen, and it sold on eBay on September 2nd for $6. So I think I did take an offer, or I sent an offer. I'm not really sure which. So I did earn a profit of $3.16. So I went ahead and just, it sat for quite a while, and I just would rather see it go. The next item is a Tutu and Lulu girls ruffle lace, and I put mixed media artsy dress, size 3-4 toddler. And I did get this at a bag sale at my local Kid to Kid, which is kind of like the same owners of the Uptown Cheapskate in my little, in my closest city that I have that at. So I did go to that bag sale, and my average cost for the kids' clothes was $1.57 per item. I got that back in February, and I posted it February 27th to Poshmark, to eBay, and to Kidizen. And if you're not familiar with Kidizen, it's essentially just like Poshmark except for kids' clothes and maternity clothes and like kids items essentially. So I did get that posted to those three. It finally sold on Poshmark September 3rd. It sold for $16. And that gave me a profit of $11.23 after fees and the initial investment. The next item is this vintage fruit labels puzzle. It was a 1,000-piece puzzle, and I did put the size 20 by 27 on here. And this is the puzzle as it's completed by me. I did put this together last year. And I do pick these boxes of puzzles up when I'm out thrift shopping. I don't usually buy them at, I don't usually pay full price at the store, except maybe for Christmas season if there's one I really want at the store. So this one I did put it came from my closet because I had done it, and I didn't buy it to sell originally. Posted it in October last year onto Poshmark, and finally sold it September 4th for $11. So that gave me a profit of $8.05, and I'm pretty sure that probably paid me back for purchasing it in the first place. And then the next item is this White Stag brown tropical one-piece swimsuit, plus size extra large, and I put 16-18. And it had this little skirt at the bottom and kind of like a V-neck ruffled top. I don't usually see brown, like this brown tropical, this colorway I don't usually see too often, at least not personally. I'm sure other people have, but I don't know. I always try to get a good picture of the crotch just because, if you're buying it online and it's used, you're going to want to know it's clean. So I do post that, and then I put a little edge of the skirt right there at the little... and then I just kind of showed how the skirt covers up the little underwear portion of the swimsuit. So it was really cute, though, I think, for the right person who likes that color scheme. So I did get this at the Goodwill bins, and I got it on that same trip, December 27th. So my average cost was $1, and I posted it to Poshmark and eBay on January 22nd this year. And it finally sold September 5th for $18. So that gave me a profit of $13.62. So I'm glad that that one actually did sell. I wasn't sure if it would. The next item is this cute little baby bagosh pink and white striped overalls in size 6 months. And it had this gold ribbon tied, and it had a couple stitches on each side. So I think it might have been somebody that owned this put that on themselves, but it was cute, and I just left it because I'm sure somebody might want it with it. If they could always easily take it off if they don't like it. So yeah, I did get this for I think at the bag sale. Let me look. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired already. So I did get this at the Kid to Kid bag sale in February. So my average cost was $1.57, just like the last one. Posted it on February 26th to Poshmark, eBay, and Kidizen. It sold on Poshmark September 5th for $8, and I think I did take an offer that she sent me. And that gave me a profit of $3.48. So again, not a lot of profit, but enough just to make a little bit of profit. And it sat around for, half a year, so I decided to let it go. The next item is this really cute dress. In Loom is the brand, and I put butter yellow peasant maxi dress, women's large ruffle prairie, and I put cottage for cottage core. But it was super cute. This one I did find in the middle of summer, so it was already, by the time I got it posted nearing the end of summer, so I've been a little worried it wouldn't sell. I got it July 15th, right in the middle of July, for $5 at a resale center in Lubbock, which is where my daughter's going to college. And I took her to orientation, and she was passed out sleeping one afternoon after orientation. So I went to Goodwill. Well, not Goodwill. I went to a resale center. I was looking for Goodwills, but I ended up at a thrift store, and I think it was like a Catholic Charities, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I found it, and I found a lot of good items, so I was pretty happy about that. So I posted it a month later, August 15th, so it took a month to get it posted. So I posted it to Poshmark and Ebay, and it sold on September 6th on Poshmark for $22. So I was really happy to see it go before like the summer ended, because it probably would have sat again until next spring. And that gave me a profit of $12.60 for that item. The next one is this Ralph Lauren women's medium black waffle knit, and I put sweater pull over. So it's just like a little lightweight, almost like a thermal in a way, but it had sort of more of a waffle knit style on the actual material itself. And then it had a cowl, like a draped cowl neck, turtleneck style at the top with the drawstrings. And then there's the little tag, and then it had this little metal logo on the front. And yeah, so that one I got at Goodwill Bins on June 29th this year, and I paid an average cost of $2.18 per item this year for that particular trip. So I had a little bit more invested per item. And I posted it to Poshmark and Ebay August 13th, and it sold on eBay on September 7th. So it just took a few weeks, which was really good. And it was purchased for $11.99, so that gave me a profit of $6.70. And it was slightly faded, so I wasn't expecting to get a lot for that one. This one is a Vince Camuto black and white, and it was a wrap style one-piece swimsuit, and size 6. And it's kind of funny because I took a piece of like a manila folder, and I cut down, like you could kind of see, I cut like a V right here. I really need to get like one of those hang up like on the wall busts for swimsuits, because it's so hard to show them. Anything that's like a wrap style dress or a wrap anything, it is so hard to take pictures of. So anyways, I was trying to be creative, and I think I did pretty good, because on the front I was able to, you could kind of see a little bit of it sticking out right here, but it worked. It got at least it held it apart, so that way you could like get a picture. But yeah, I guess that's part of being a reseller, is trying to be creative with your pictures. And then it had the little Vince Camuto metal logo sewn on there. I took a picture of the crotch area. And I did add a little bit of like their size chart for swim, because I think it makes it nicer if somebody can see that when they're trying to figure out if it's going to fit them right, because swim is kind of a hard thing to purchase online. So I did get that at the Goodwill Bins back in November last year. My average cost of goods that day was $1.27 per item. Posted it on January 18th to Poshmark and Ebay, and it sold September 9th on eBay for $20. So that gave me a profit of $14.87. And my next item is this really cute dress by Ruli, Rashida. I think the style was Rashida, and it's a casual, I put casual dress, misty rose pink, back button detail, size extra large. And then I did find a stock a stock photo, so I did take that and go ahead and post it here so somebody can kind of get an idea of what it would look like. And then there's the label. And I thought it would go for more than it did or faster than it did because I think it's such a cute style. It's like that, you know, cottage core prairie-ish feeling dress, a homemaker dress, you know, I put homestead, I put natural, earthy, nature, homestead, basic, boxy, and I did put like baby doll, rag doll style. I mean, I tried to use some like of the good keywords. Oh look, and then there's another like back side of it with the little wooden buttons, which the wooden buttons are really adorable. Like, it was just really cute, and I thought it would go a little bit quicker than it did, but it didn't. And it was 30% linen, 70% viscose. So I did get this at Goodwill in March, and I paid up. I paid $7.99, thinking that it would sell for the summertime. I posted it April 4th on Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on Poshmark September 9th for $20. And that gave me a profit of $8.01, just because I had paid up so much that cut into my profits. So I guess I'll just be a little extra careful. I mean, will I pick that up again? Maybe, maybe if I can find it for a little less out of pocket though. The next item is this A New Day short sleeve cardigan sweater, women's small, golden yellow, and I put Swiss dot. And it's just really great for this time of year where the season's sort of transitional, and this golden yellow is like sunflowery and just great for like that fall aesthetic in my mind. Oh, if you want to see the label, it's just a basic label, A New Day. But it had the little Swiss dots going on, and yeah, it was cute. The material was cotton and modal. So it was a decent material. I got this from the original donation, so I've had this for a while. I did post it March of 23 to Poshmark, and then I took the new photos and reposted it on Poshmark, and then also added it to eBay in June 6th this year. And it sold on Poshmark on September 9th for $7. So that gave me a profit of $4.05. And again, I didn't really list it for too high because, you know, it's just more of a basic brand. It wasn't anything super special. And I did lower the price a few times. And then this item also was from the original donation. So this is by a brand called Mist. And I put little black dress, midi, elastic waist, faux wrap, size medium. And you can see on the top it had this like faux wrap right here. And then this was an elastic waistband with a cute little tie. Kind of like almost like cap sleeves, but like little short sleeves, V-neck, which a lot of people like. It also had this like interesting like crossover, like, I don't know, like it's not really a ribbon, but it kind of resembles ribbon crossed over. There's the brand, there's that. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit better right here. It was like pieces of material that were just like crossed over to give it a little, I guess, extra dimension maybe. But some of the pictures make it look faded. Also, this is the way I used to do it, which was a flat lay. So I hadn't actually got this dress out to take the new photos yet before it sold, which I like. I'm glad if I can get it sold before I have to go pull it out of a box and get my new photos and then do all the reposting. So I was glad to see it go. So I had $0 invested. I posted it way back in August of 2022 to Poshmark, and then I posted it February 7th of 23 to eBay, and it has sat. I haven't done really anything with it since then. It finally sold September 9th on eBay for $15. So that gave me a profit of $11.54. So, you know, some of those items that you just don't think are ever going to sell, I think it's worth holding onto them, because even, I mean, if you've already got them posted, you can just leave it in a box as long as it's still good quality enough to the point where, you know, it's not like a crappy dress or something. Like, it was definitely one that somebody out there is going to really like. Whoever bought that, I'm sure they'll love it. It's really cute too. It had a really nice material. It's just not a name brand, not like something that's well known. So I was glad to see it go to its new home. And the next item is this Hard Rock Cafe sweatpants, and it was a women's extra small, and I put gray, soft, and then Denver, and I put joggers and pockets. So it had a lot of like things going for it, and there's a little logo, the tag I mean, and then on the pant it had their like big old graphic printout, and they were just really soft, like I said, soft and gray. And I got these, my daughter gave this to me to sell. She didn't want it anymore, and she got it last year when we went to nationals in Denver, Colorado. So she had gone with her group, with her team, to the Hard Rock Cafe, of course, and bought it there. And I think she wore it just a couple times, which is what she does a lot of the time. So she wore it a few times, and then she gave it to me, and she didn't want it anymore. So I paid $0 for it. I posted it on June 3rd to Poshmark and eBay this year, and sold it September 9th on Poshmark for $20. So that gave us a profit of $16, and I did give that to her because she's in college. If you haven't heard, she's in college, and she's been trying to get a job, but she hasn't been able to get a job yet. So she's a broke college student. I needed a drink. Okay, next item is this Lane Bryant denim shirt, women's plus 18, and I put Western cotton button up pockets, and then I put Reed in capitals because there are some flaws, and I put wear, thinning of the material, small holes, minor staining. So I didn't see all that when I purchased this. That would be a rookie mistake, because this was when I first started trying to be a little more serious about picking stuff up at the retail stores, and I thought it would be a good item to pick up. It was last fall, and I didn't see that until I went back through and started like steaming things out and like looking at it a lot more closely. And I did get some good pictures to show kind of what it looked like. So like there was some like little fraying going on, but you know, in all reality, it's something that somebody can just throw over. And there was a little bit of staining in the armpits, which I didn't see when I was at the store, but this was like a year ago. So I've learned a lot since then, and I probably wouldn't have picked this up, but not unless it was like maybe at the Goodwill bins. But I definitely wouldn't have picked it up at a Goodwill store. I got this at Goodwill October 21st last year, and I paid $5.33. So I posted it October 31st to Poshmark last year, and it finally sold September 11th this year for $16. That gave me a profit of $7.47. So I was able to make back the money I spent on it and doubled it essentially, which is really good. I'll just have to be extra careful when I am picking stuff up at especially like if I'm going to pay more than the Goodwill bins prices. The Goodwill bins I'm not going to be as picky with, because the cost per item is so low that even if I get home and there's a few items that are beyond repair or not worth posting, you know, it's not that much out of pocket to lose comparatively. So, but when you're spending $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 and you miss flaws like that, yeah, that can really be a bad thing. So you have to be super careful. I am learning that. But I was happy to see it sell. It's still really cute. You know, you can wear it like a shacket almost over the top of like another shirt. So I knew it would sell. I didn't know when and how much. I was glad to see it go. The next item is this really cute Romeo and Juliet couture, and it had this fur collar and fur and lace collar that was removable or detachable. I think just so you could wash it though. And it had a chunky knit sweater material. And then also it has these, you can kind of see like this like fur on the front, like the upper front chest panels had this like other fur material. So it's very unique, and it's short sleeve. And let's see, let me go scroll down here. And then the back was like this like chunky knit. Oh yeah, here you go. I took a picture to show like that fur on the front panels. And then it had a couple button closure right here. And then, yeah, and then there's these little clear buttons where the fur panel can be removed. So I did get an up close of that. Not really the best material. It was wool and acrylic, and the fur was acrylic and polyester. So, but it, oh yeah, and there was some flaws. Some of the like the lacy mesh area. And I did put in my notes, like, you could like cut off the mesh if you wanted, if you didn't want that lace, that it was possible to like carefully cut it off and just keep the fur part of it. I mean, it was possible to do that. So I don't know if that's what that person that bought it is going to do, but it is, I think, a Y2K brand. I want to say it was like from the 2000s when this brand was popular. And okay, so this came from a recent donation. My daughter had a friend at work donate a bunch of stuff from another lady that had, I don't know, she was a hoarder, I guess you could say. She had a bunch of stuff. So we ended up with a bunch of bags of donated clothes and shoes. A lot of it, I will say, if you follow me and you've seen, I did a little in one of my videos a while ago. I shared like a little clip of like all the bags. I have gone through all of them now, and I will say that probably 3/4 of it, I either redonated. Almost all the shoes got thrown away because they were rotted. Like, they were beyond repair, beyond fixing, beyond anything. Some of them were like so hard and brittle. I mean, it was just somebody that had them for so long. So I thought it was going to be a really good donation. It ended up being like, there's some things that were worth it. This was one of them. Like, I knew it was kind of unique. It had some flaws, but I went ahead and posted it, and it sold really quick. So I was right about that. So I was really careful, but I did wash it. I have been washing every single item, so it's taken me a while. In fact, I'm probably going to do a video soon, this week sometime, and share with you guys a bunch of the clothes that I am selling. In fact, some of the items right back here, which I don't know, but there's a couple hanging up right here, are also from that donation. Those are mostly like fall sweaters and fall stuff. So I'm trying to get through any of the items that I think would be worth selling for the fall season going into the winter. So I've been working on getting them like posted. Yeah, it's a lot to go through. I have piles and piles in my spare room from this donation, and I don't know, like, it's just like, it's not going to be like anything worth like tons of money. It's definitely not like super name brand, anything really name brand. Most of it's, but I just kept things that might be like style based or vintage inspired, or, you know, maybe popular, trending, possibly, or just anything that I thought would be a good resale item. And I don't mind taking the time to do it because it's filler items for my closet, and where I live, pretty far away from any of the major thrift stores. So I'll take it because that means I can put it in my closets online, and even if it does take a couple years, eventually it might sell, and I might get a $5 or $10 profit for each of those items. So I'm totally willing to let it sit. So I've been slowly like doing like laundry and like doing like little sections at a time, and then like getting them all prepped to be able to sell them. But it's a process, as we all know. So anyways, back to the point at hand. I got this for free. I posted it on Poshmark and Ebay on September 4th, and it sold on September 11th on eBay for $29, and that gave me a profit of $23.31 since I had nothing invested. So that was worth it. That was the first item to sell from that donation. The next item is this Windsor black mini dress, women's extra small, and I put black mesh corset style midriff Hoko for homecoming, which this was one of my, so this is not my daughter, this is my daughter's friend. My daughter's in the red dress, but my daughter wore this to a different dance the year before, and then her friend borrowed it, so it got worn to 2 dances. And then she gave it to me. She didn't want it anymore, and it had this like corset style see-through bust area, and then or midriff, not bust, midriff section. I think I'm saying things backwards. Anyways, it was really pretty though, and I figured I'd get it posted before homecoming this year, and this one sold. So she did get the money for this also. So it came out of my daughter's closet. I put 0 because I didn't invest any money. and posted it July 23rd to Poshmark and Ebay. It sold September 12th on eBay for $25. That gave us a profit of $20.34, which that went to my daughter as well. And then the next item is this American Eagle Amazingly Soft Boyfriend Fit Flannel, size medium, green and white plaid. And it was a women's shirt. But it has the boyfriend fit right here. Amazingly soft. Now this came out of that that resale shop in Lubbock that I went to, and it did not say Goodwill on it, but I just think it's funny that the tag still has that like mark, like they've been putting Sharpie marks on tags, which is so annoying. Anyways, I don't know why they're doing that. It's just crazy. But yeah, so I think part of the items might have been either donated from a Goodwill or somehow they got it from Goodwill. So maybe the Goodwill then donates it to them because it's a Catholic charity. So maybe Goodwill's just donating because it's also Lubbock's like way out in the middle of nowhere, so maybe it's just easier for them to give their stuff to this other place. I don't know. Anyway, so I found it there, and I found it in July. I paid $3.50, posted it August 30th to Poshmark and Ebay, and it sold on September 12th, so it only took about 12 days to sell on eBay. It sold for $13.50, and that gave me a profit of $6.95. So not bad for a pretty quick flip. The next item is this Nike Pro Dry Fit Black and White Checkered Warp Sports Bra, size medium. I think it was called Checkered Warp or Warp something when I looked it up. And it had this neon yellowish swoosh. And then there's the Dry Fit logo. And yeah, it was just a really nice, cute bra. Oh yeah, I found it photo, their stock photo, so I put it at the bottom. Sometimes I put it at the bottom unless it's like super important to put it at the front. I try not to put it at the front for most of my items. And then that I got at the Goodwill bins last December, so I only paid $1, average cost per item $1 per item. Posted it April 1st to Poshmark and Ebay, and it sold September 12th on eBay for $11.20. So that gave me a profit of $7.03. So for that little item, which honestly was probably less than $1 if you were to weigh it. The next item is this Carol Little Women's Plus Purple Midi Pencil Skirt, and I put back slit, size 24. Carol Little, I think, is a vintage plus size clothing brand. I don't know where they sold it. They were made in the USA. This was 100% rayon, dry clean only. But had a really pretty color going on, and then had the elastic waist, so great for plus size girlies like me. That's always more comfortable to wear. And it was kind of more of just like a standard straight skirt, so but it had the little back slit going on, and it was slightly see-through, so I did get a good picture showing that you could kind of see through it a little bit. I just want to make sure somebody didn't buy it and then not expect that. So I did get that at the Goodwill bins. I got it last December, so again, $1 per item. Posted it February 1st to Poshmark and Ebay. It sold on eBay September 12th for $10.50. So it gave me a profit of $6.86. So both those items, I mean, only paid $1 each. I've got I earned $7 for one and almost $7 for the other. So that's like $14 in profit right there. So like things that you don't think are going to sell, but I earned $14. So to me, it's worth it to pick that kind of stuff up at the bins if I think it's like an item that will sell. So I guess you could kind of call me more of a bulk reseller right now, or however they put that. I don't really care. I don't call myself one type of reseller. I just sell what I feel like selling. So I just pick stuff out, and if I want to sell it, I'll try selling it. That's pretty much my motto. If I think I can sell it for profit and I don't mind taking the time to list it, I'm going to do it. So the next item is this. So this was from my daughter got this. One of my daughters. I have 3 daughters, but if I say my daughter, it's one of the 3. My daughter got this a long time ago when we lived in Oregon. In Bend, Oregon, there was a little shop downtown. I don't think they're there anymore. They might be. But there's this little shop downtown that she makes these out of plastic bags. So, and then it's very artsy and pretty much mostly one-of-a-kind pieces. And so anyways, she had bought this. We had it for a long time. And it was just big enough to really fit a phone, like a decent sized phone, and then a little extra. So you could put like, anyways, it was really cute. So this is from Sarabella Upcycled is the name of her little logo. She actually has a little logo she was putting on there. Whoops. And then you can see Made in Bend, Oregon. Isn't that cute? And it says contents, at least 95% rescued trash. But when I went to her Instagram, which she hasn't posted on, so I don't think she's doing it anymore, but this was a crossbody bag. It had a really long strap, and then when you open it up, you can see it was just like recycled bags from like feed bags and, you know, cat food bags, maybe dog food bags, horse bags, I don't know, all that kind of like those feed bags or like farm store. So they would take like those kind of like thicker bags, plastic bags, and then upcycle them right there in the shop. She had like a machine in the back room, and anyways, it was interesting. So she was selling a lot of cute little different types of bags and like selling them. So it had a little zipper pouch right here, and then this you could just open up, and it was very easy to just throw a phone in there, which is what we used it for a few times. So, and I took a couple pictures trying to show the inside of the bag, and the bottom of the bag had a little bit of wear, which I showed right here. And then I took some like little measurements just so somebody could see how big it is. And yeah, so that was pretty much what I took for pictures. So this is really not something you'd probably find, but if you were to find one of these like little artsy, maybe recycled, even if it's not in the best condition, you might want to pick it up. I mean, it might be something you'll come across at the bins, maybe at a Goodwill. But this sold really fast, you guys. So I posted this. I just posted it. Like, I've been trying to clear organize my office and like go through stuff, and like I'm like, I don't need this, I'm not going to use this. So I went ahead and just posted it just to see if somebody would buy it. So, you know, so I have zero invested in it. Posted it on September 13th, and it sold the same day. I posted it for $8.99. I honestly had no idea what to post it for, but I posted it for $8.99. It literally sold within a few hours, so it was pretty crazy. I earned $14.78. Anyway, so that was a long story for that one, but I just thought it was interesting. So if you ever come across any of those like recycled material, artsy, somebody created it, definitely pick it up. It's probably going to sell. All right, so this is a St. John's Bay Performance Polo men's light green mint shirt, size extra large. And it was really cute. It was very Eastery. Like, it's very much a spring shirt. So I did not expect it to sell at this time of year, but then again, you know, maybe somebody's going to a wedding, or it could be like a fall themed shirt too, since, you know, nature and greens kind of go with fall. So anyways, I got this at the Goodwill bins also last December for $1, and posted it on March 16th to Poshmark and Ebay. And it sold on March 13th for $9 on eBay. That gave me a profit of $5.59. So again, just another one of those little, you know, from that $1, I'm going to shoot for like the lowest, like if I can get, because when I went, I did a huge haul that day. I was there for like 6 hours. I got so many items, and when you divide them all up, it ended up being $1 per item. So I think I'm going to try to do that again someday and get that many items, because it's been paying off. The last item is also from my daughter's closet, and this is a pink Victoria's Secret purple sweatshirt, large, short, preppy loungewear fall. And I did get some new pictures posted, and it had sort of like the little rolled raw hemline at the bottom, and just cute, just like a basic pullover. So this came from my daughter's closet. Honestly, she wore it so much that I'm surprised it was still in decent enough condition to sell. But I did post it on February 27th of 23 a year ago on Poshmark. Took new photos and then reshared it to Poshmark and on eBay July 3rd of this year, and it sold on Poshmark. So it sold for $8 on September 13th, and so that gave me a profit of $5.05. So again, sometimes just post it and see what happens. One second. My voice is going out. So that is the end of my sales for the first half of September. So it's not a lot of sales, but it's getting there, you guys. And so far I've already made $259.13, which is, my goal is to at least break 500, which is over halfway to my goal for the first half of the month. And I did just get 2 sales today. I did sell another one of those like motherboard parts. Not really a motherboard. It's out of our old air conditioner system, and we pulled out, my husband pulled off a couple of the computer parts that go to those old air conditioning systems, because they were new parts that we had purchased within a few years before the it died on its own from other things, not from those parts failing. So he pulled them off and said that I should be able to sell them, and so I did sell one a couple months ago, and then I did just sell another one, which was a couple $100 sale. It was like $175, so I earned about $140. So that's already gonna pop me up to about $400 by itself. So I think I'm going to hit my 500 this month. So we'll see at the end of the month where my numbers hit. I'm going to be super happy if I can get over 600. So like I'm going to hope I can make the 600 mark this month, which is really helping me pay bills. And I've been slowly getting like my Christmas items for my kids, like not a lot. I've got a few items so far, but and it helps me like pay my bills and stuff like that I need to do. So yeah, and of course some of it's been going to my daughter, so which she needs money too. So anyways, that's it for this like first half of, I'll go ahead and plop this back up so you can see me again. So that's it for this first half of the month, and I will be back at the end of the month with the final report for the last half of the month, and then what my total is for the end of the month. So if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button, follow along, and yeah, I will be, like I said, posting another video soon, sometime in the next week. That is going to be those, like some of those donated items. I don't think I'm going to do the comps, like the actual like comps for each item, because it's not like brands that you would go off and just buy and like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm just going to share with you guys what I got. So it'll just be a video to show you guys some of the items that I'm going to be posting to my Poshmark and eBay accounts. So if you're interested, or if you just want to see what I got, I don't know. I think it would just be fun. It's sometimes fun just to watch it in the background. So I will be doing that. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm already at almost 45 minutes again. I try to make these. This is why I broke it in half, because if I waited until the end of the month, this would have been over an hour. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm not going to ramble. I will see you guys on the next one.